Hello, everybody, and welcome to Gringo's English Academy. Today, I wanted to share a secret with you guys that helped me learn Portuguese very, very quickly, and that is the common Latin roots and common Greek roots that all the Romantic languages share in common with English. So, if you speak any of the Romantic languages, maybe Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, French. And this actually even works for Romanian, Russian, and some others. We can see here that there are common Latin roots. These are all the Latin roots in the first column, the definition in the second column, and then the examples. Now, I just pulled this up off the internet randomly. There's probably more comprehensive lists out there, but I wanted you all to take a look at this and see. You can see these words like ambi. Ambi means both, and you have these words ambiguous and ambidextrous. Now, in Portuguese, ambiguous becomes ambiguo. Ambidextrous, ambidestro. Right? Aqua, water. Aquarium, aquario. Aquamarine, aquamarino. We have aud, to hear. Audience, audition. And you can come up with other words, too, that have this same root. Like, for example, audio. Audio, audible, and auditorium. So just a little tip for you. You can see how audience becomes audiencia. All these words, they change just a little bit. And what's going to change is going to be either the pronunciation or the suffix, but usually the prefix is mostly the same. For example, these words dictation, dictator. We drop the C. Ditação, ditador. Ditação, ditador. And then we also have words like, judicial. Judicial, judicial in Portuguese. And these words with the ION, projection, projeção, rejection, rejeição. Right? So you can see how the word is going to change a little bit with the suffix and maybe the pronunciation of the different letters. But for the most part, we can see throughout all this material, material, mortal, mortal, paternal, paternal. And, 9 times out of 10, these words with the ION, they're probably going to translate over to English from Portuguese or Spanish, and vice versa. Now, this is not a rule that works for every word, so, play around with it and see what you find, but this actually is a method to augment your vocabulary exponentially using the vocabulary you already have. Those were just the Latin roots. These are the Greek roots, and we have here, you can see, bio, life, biology, biologia, biography, biografia, and the same is true with all of these roots. You can see hypothermia, hypothermia. Thermometer, thermometro. So, check it out. Another thing that you can do is you can put the words into the etymology dictionary online. There are many of them, and you can see what the roots actually are, where they come from, either Latin or Greek. There is so much English that is based on Latin and Greek, even though it's technically not a Romantic language. It's a hybrid language, and there's a lot that came from Latin and Greek. You can see here, these are all the prefixes in English and Portuguese. The prefixes pretty much stay the same, right? Anti, anchi, right? We have en, we have dis, we have in, inter, and so on. So, you can see here, this is readingrockets.org, but if you just type in a Latin roots, Greek roots, English words, you can get a whole list of that. And now you see here, these are the suffixes. In English, words that end with able or ible, like affordable and sensible, they're going to change in Portuguese. So affordable becomes afordável, sensible, sensível, right? Pretty much all of them with the al, ial, those are all going to be pretty much the same. Universal, universal, facial, facial. and some of them are going to change. You know, of course, the ing form of the verb sleeping, you know, that's not going to work. Sleeping isn't sleepando. Dormindo no is not dorming. So, you know, some words will change. But here again, you know, submission, submissão, motion, moção, relation, relação, edition, edição. And when I was learning Portuguese, I would do this activity and I would guess what the word was. And in 6 months, my vocabulary was so advanced, people were amazed. They were like, how did you learn Portuguese? You just moved to Brazil and you're using vocabulary that I don't even know. And I said, because I studied English and I know the words that are Latin and Greek. So this is a key. This is a language hack that you can use to augment your vocabulary based on the vocabulary you already have in your native language. I hope this has been helpful for you. My name's Stephen, and this is Gringo's English Academy. See you next time.